we go. Man, I got quite a bit of shit to do this week. We are going to Kauai on the 24th, which I think is Thursday. In the meantime, I've got a photo shoot on Wednesday that I've got to finish prepping for today. I have a big proposal going out today for another client. I have a deck I have to make for another client, basically like showing all the work that we've done throughout the last like 8 months. It's going to be a busy work week. And honestly, like that's the thing with these videos, man. It's like, how do you make a YouTube video that's like interesting when you're just working all the time? It's also damn hard to like remember when to film. You know what I mean? Like I'm like working in meetings, bouncing around. It's so hard to be like, oh yeah, I got to set up that angle like on the ceiling and like make it look cool. I'm trying to get better at that. I want to get out weekly videos so bad. I gotta stop caring so much about the edits. That's really the problem. We got a lot of work to do. Let me go get started on some work, and I'm gonna bring you guys along for as much as I can today. All right, cool. That said, it's time to get to work.
I had to go my own garden, planting the seeds, but I was faint-hearted. The courage it took to get the shit started. Man, a new flower had to get sprouted. All my friends was having college fun. Me, I didn't have the college fun.
It's
my head's where I be at. Couldn't let the pedals die just for a fiat.
Basically done planning this photo shoot. Gotta wake up early and work on a deck for another client. So I'll have a meeting for that at 7:30 tomorrow morning. Gonna finish that and then it's off to the shoot. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go to sleep and I think I'll see you guys in the morning.
Me nothing I ain't done got.
So I'm on the iPhone right now. Big surprise, I opened my camera and it died because the Sony has like the worst battery life imaginable, and I didn't bring any extra batteries because I'm a dumbass. With that said, the first half of the shoot is done today and I'm about to go out to Malibu for the second half of the shoot. I'm just gonna film as much as I can on the iPhone because last time I checked, it doesn't really even matter what we film on, right? If anybody wants to film my videos in LA, I clearly need help and can't do this on my own, as demonstrated today. I will see you guys out there. Peace. That's great. Lighting is so good. Dude! Oh my god, that was cracked. Man, I've been feeling very focused lately. I really made a choice in the beginning of this year to be locked in. And locked in we are. Let me tell you, it's eat, work, gym. That is the regimen right now. You know what? Let me go on a tangent about creators because I think about this a lot. How many creators right now are literally like POV vlog that has the exact same message, which is wake up, work, sleep, repeat. It's like, is that entrepreneurship? Like we're all a bunch of NPC entrepreneurs, and it's so ironic because literally we're like preaching being an entrepreneur, and we're preaching like freedom of your schedule, but in reality like everybody's just being an NPC saying the exact same thing. And to me that's like so corny and also contradictory because like what is entrepreneurship if you're just fitting into like a new 9 to 5, you know what I mean? It's like not the 9 to 5 that our parents worked, but it's like a new kind of 9 to 5 prison that's like the same thing except it's self-governed. Do you know what I mean? Am I crazy for thinking that's ridiculous? To me, entrepreneurship is like getting to live a life of freedom, not a self-ordained prison of your own laptop, you know, prison cell, just clacking away on your keyboard and then making a fucking steak and then going to the gym and then doing it over again. To me, that's not entrepreneurship, but maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm being a hater. So in any case, this week is really meant to be like, this is supposed to be like a raw week in the life of like, to me, this is what entrepreneurship is. And I've worked my ass off to build this lifestyle of like what I think an entrepreneur is, which is somebody who gets to travel when they want, work wherever they want, ultimately get to buy whatever you want. Not that that's me, but I'm just saying, like, that's what I see entrepreneurship is, a life of real freedom, not a self-imposed prison of being a low-key incel. I'm being a hater. I'm gonna start a segment on this YouTube channel that's just like hater corner, and it's just me like dogging on trends, which I participate in, by the way. I'm making a POV entrepreneur vlog, so who's the NPC now, Frankie? By the way, I just was trying to edit one of my videos and I realized that my microphone had this like low pass filter on it, and it's this little tiny button on the side of it that you can super easily click by accidental, and it'll like cut out all the background noise with like this weird kind of AI sound, and it just sounds so bad. And like I just recorded like an entire vlog with the low pass filter on, so that's cool. Being busy and like running an actual business and trying to make these videos, there's always something wrong with them, I swear. I don't know, things don't really have to be perfect. Sometimes it's better just to execute and just get the freaking video out, you know? The reality is that like it's gonna take me another couple months for these videos to be where I want them or where I see them being, you know? And I just kinda gotta accept that. And I think that's true in life sometimes. You gotta just like accept like where you're at, you know? And just kinda have a little grace for yourself and just keep it going. Post a video, post a TikTok, post the Instagram reel, like whatever. Just realize that like you're gonna get to where you're wanting to go eventually if you just keep moving forward. That's my motivational speech for the day. I'm gonna actually get some work done now. I've gotta make a proposal and I'm gonna do it on video, and yeah, I'll give you guys some of it. So over here on cost breakdown, you'll see this is at $19,250 per month. One thing to just note is content creation and social strategy are very interlaced and go hand in hand. When you make content in a silo, separate from social media, there's just things you miss. There's a lack of cohesion in the rollout on social. I think where you really get the value is us having full ownership over building that social media presence, and then being able to take all of that strategy and all of that long-term thinking and apply it to the content. If you want to see any work examples, of course, too, I forgot to mention this, but they can be found here. All right, thank you so much for watching this. Hope you all have a great day, and I'll talk to you very soon. This is my favorite time of day. Blue hour. Look how cool it looks. See what I mean? That's like really what it looks like in here. So Reef and I were just having a conversation about getting clients and sending proposals, and since this is something I'm working on today, I figured this would be a good little insight for you guys. A lot of the time freelancers and agencies really sell themselves short. They think that cost alone is the variable that's gonna win them a client. I'm not saying like squeeze these brands dry for everything they're worth, but you know, I think you can reach for the stars, you know, here and there, and realize that cost alone is not the variable that wins you a client. What I've learned is what I've learned that wins me clients, exhausted. What I've learned that wins me clients is selling them my unique vision. And that unique vision tends to outperform anybody else who's whatever, bidding on the project. And so where I don't win in cost, you know, the client doesn't even care. The client is willing to spend it. They just want it to be done the right way, and they want it to be successful. So if I can sell them on my expertise and I can sell them on my vision for their account, or for, you know, if you're a designer, the vision for their brand identity, for what their brand could be. If you're a photographer, the vision for, you know, what their visual identity could be, the vision for like what their brand presence can be on Instagram with your content, like things like that go really far. The director of North American marketing at fill in the blank brand, you know, your dream client, that person is really no different than you. They want to hire somebody and they want to get the job done well. All right, I've got to go dive into this deck. It's a little after 8 now, and I'm just gonna lock in for a bit and hopefully make really good progress on this, because I've got tomorrow to work on it and then I take off to Hawaii the next day. So we got a lot to do.
你干啥呢你啊？啊！你傻逼！sorry 你妈！妈的 ！sorry， 狗逼！操妈的！
on? I'm literally Mary Poppins out here. I got a snail. Spike Johnson. He's kind of hiding. And we got this guy and a chicken over there. Anyways, it's day 2 in Kauai. Just doing the same old. We had calls and work up until like 1 p.m. yesterday. Something I've been trying to do this year is really tackle this idea of resistance. And I've been reading this book called The War of Art. It definitely resonated with me in the sense that like I've felt a lot of resistance in myself the last few years, just building my business, and even me as a photographer and like an air quote artist, there's a lot of resistance in just sitting down and like editing these vlogs, or a lot of resistance in booking a photo shoot to actually have work to show. And I think everybody deals with this. I'm sure you do if you're listening to this. The one thing that I've found is like the momentum. I keep talking about this, but the momentum is the only thing that kind of pulls you out of resistance. It's almost like you have to force feed yourself this like change and kind of make yourself break out of resistance, make yourself like actually start moving. And then once you do, you can take that little bit of momentum you have and just apply it to all areas of your life, and things start going faster. My life this year has been way faster than ever, and I can only attribute that to every day making sure I move the needle forward. It's really the only thing. Man, another thing is like I feel so blessed to be able to even be here in Kauai, take 5 days out of my life to just be with the guys. And you know, it's like to be able to do that is just, I feel very grateful that we even get to live a life where like it's okay for us to get away and live a life where we can afford to be in like a sick beach house, like right on the ocean. It's like, it's so easy to be complacent, and it's so easy to just like not recognize everything you have in your life, you know? So yeah, being on this trip too is kind of like, truthfully, I'm trying to do a little bit of a better job like rewarding myself when I work very hard. And the last year I've been working very hard. I think if I don't take the time to actually like reward myself and prove to myself that it's all actually worth something, I think that momentum might fade away. Anyways, we're here for another 4 days, and we're just gonna be at the beach as much as possible. We're gonna go check out this really sick hike that people keep telling us to do, and we're gonna go to the north side of the island. We're in the south right now, and just try to find like those really idyllic beaches that you see in Kauai. And yeah, I got to get a little bit of work done. I'm actually working on editing a vlog right now. So it's the previous one to this vlog, and I've got to catch up a bit on editing and really get my workflow down. The biggest thing with these videos has been like finding the time to edit, which goes back to what I was talking about earlier. And I'm really trying to improve like my strategy around titles and my strategy around like thumbnails. I'm gonna just get back to getting some work done and probably catch you guys on a beach somewhere.
Let me show you what it's like. Bring you to the side. Let me tell you about my life. All they want some more, let's give them what they like. I don't fear no man, I'm only scared of God and heights. Oh, I'm tired of hearing you talk.
Alright, we just got back from Hawaii. I'm honestly exhausted. Trip was amazing. We got a lot of work done on the plane. Wi-Fi was apparently great, although I didn't know we even had it. Met some friends on the plane. What do you have to say?
It's all about the Mahalo spirit.
It's all
Surfing
about
that big aloha.
It's all about surfing that big aloha. The way my brain is actually completely
I'm
empty
toasted.
right
I mean,
now. I got nothing for you guys. Kate and I are gonna go get food and go back home. I don't
drop you
know.
off at your sweet door.
It's back to real life tomorrow.
Yeah, it is.
It's a scary thought.
Yeah.
All right, that's all I got. Peace. All right, what's good, you guys? It's been a few days since I picked up the camera. Anyways, there's just so much going on right now, and the one thing I'm very happy about is like the trajectory feels very solid. You know what I mean? Everything is kind of aligned right now. The content creation here on YouTube, the agency and the creative that comes out of that, and then us making call sheet and software around like productions. It's all kind of like becoming a little bit more uniform, which is honestly helping me do it all. And when everything's very disconnected and like separated, it becomes very difficult And I think what people don't realize is that with an agency, you have like, you know, anywhere from 10 to 20 different clients for us. And all those clients do different things. We offer them different services. They're in different categories. You know, when I say, oh, I'm running an agency, it's like, I'm actually running like, you know, all these different strategies for these brands. And I'm trying to keep it all like separated and also, you know, make content and do software and like make sure to take care of myself and go on trips. There's just so much going on, but I'm definitely not unique in that. I know a lot of people are trying to do a lot, and it's truly just like, man, it's so corny, but you just gotta really pick the things that make you the happiest. And I love the quote, like, if you do everything, like you're not really doing anything at all. You know, you don't really move the needle forward in a meaningful way on anything. So I'm really trying to pick like 3 things that I can really go deep on. Right now, it's kind of YouTube, call sheet, and the agency. So yeah, I don't know. I just want to give you guys a little life update because it's been a few days since I picked up the camera. You know, one other thing while we're here is like, man, it's been so hard to figure out time to edit these videos. I've got a lot of footage and I've honestly got like 2 vlogs kind of like in the editing process right now. And it's not even a matter of outsourcing it because like, I think I'm still trying to figure out my own kind of flavor and my own touch like in this YouTube space. And I don't really want anybody else to edit it right now because I think a lot of the good stuff in these vlogs kind of comes from the music choices, the scene selection, the transitions. I have the budget right now to pay for an editor, but it's like, I'm kind of just choosing to go a little bit slower and like do it myself so I can really learn, I guess. Maybe that's a bad choice. Maybe I should just pay for an editor. I don't know. In any case, hey, I will make a deal with you. I realized I didn't film an outro for this vlog, and I'm editing it right now. I have food. You love food. We can make a deal. We can make a deal. All right. Anyways, despite the behavior, his name is Teddy. So yeah, I've been just hunkered down at this beach house by myself for the last week. All right, look. I know that there's something on my mustache. We can all see it. This whole mustache thing is new for me. And the truth is there's a piece of debris on my mustache. Might have been from the dog, might have been from the trees around me, no one knows. I refilmed that part and my tone and my energy, it wasn't hitting for me. So we're gonna go with the original fuzzy mustache version. It is what it is. Try not to look at it. I don't know what to tell you. Back to what I was saying. It's been a little bit isolating, but to be honest, it's been nice to just be able to sit down and kind of write down my perspective on things. I haven't been on social media at all, and I'm just kind of capturing what is my perspective on some stuff with work, like some things like that I'm working on for clients. What's my perspective on different things about culture? What's my perspective on like content? I've just noticed like how important it is for me to stay offline, for me to just like sit down and capture my actual thoughts, not like be a filter of what the world is saying online, you know, but instead just filter out the things that I really think. Take like a day or something to just not be online and just document like what your thoughts are. It's something that we don't do enough, I think. These videos have really forced me to do that too, which has been nice. With all that said, thank you so much for watching, you guys. I genuinely mean it. And I know, you know, these videos don't get that much reach. They get like 500 to 1,000 views. And even at that scale, like, things feel really impactful. I see people who DM me who are inspired by these videos, or people who come over from YouTube and follow on Instagram. It just feels like way more momentum and way more impact than any other platform. So yeah, I just thank you so much for watching. It blows my mind that, you know, even 100 people would watch this video. So, and I can't wait to see what this is like at a bigger scale too. If we're at like 10,000 views or 100,000, like it just feels like it could get insane. So yeah, with all that said, I'll be back in LA this week. We'll just be back to the regularly scheduled program and gonna be documenting everything. And yeah, gonna get on this sort of cycle of like weekly videos, have a lot more structure with how I'm editing these, like I said. So yeah, let's just get back to it. Let me know if there's anything that you guys want to like learn agency adjacent, if it's about getting clients as a freelancer, if it's about like how to position yourself. Like I love talking about that with people, and yeah, I'd be happy to answer any of your questions. Shoot me a DM on Instagram. Thank you again for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.
Let me show you what it's like. Bring you to the side. Let me tell you about my life. All they want some more, alright, let's give them what they like. I don't fear no man, I'm only scared of God and heights. Oh, I'm tired of hearing you talk, I can't take this bad advice.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're worthy of love.